Getting close to game time in South Florida. Interleague Baseball, next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, it's Interleague Baseball, the first of a two-game set between the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, and these two-game series are so tough in terms of the travel. You're in, you're out, usually within 36 hours or so, and it's really hard to get into the swing of things before you've got to pack up and turn your focus somewhere else.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as manager Ron Washington will line them up like this. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. Elvis Andrus makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball, and it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And here's a ball hit in the air. There is Hechavarria. He's got it for the first out. So he gets a pop out here to start things out, and with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Shin-Soo Choo will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, He's sitting
First
all
baseman,
over this one,
Prince
and they'll have their
Fielder.
first base runner here with one away.
Prince Fielder will dig in. He struggled to a 1-for-5 ball game back on Sunday. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Swinging a tapper out in front. Echeverria for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And you know, this is always one of the tougher double plays to turn. Now, I'm not sure if he might have double clutched just a little bit there on the mound, waiting for the guy to cover. So they do get the force play at second, but it develops just a little too slowly to wind up getting them both.
Adrian Beltre will get his first cuts here with two gone now and a runner at first. Fouled back. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And it's full now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Full count pitch on its way. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll go to work against a tough task indeed, the veteran left-hander Derek Holland. And in the field behind him, the Rangers will look like this. Adeiny Echeverria will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Under it is Chu as he takes it in for the first out. Well, with that, we'll give you a look at the dimensions here at this beautiful new ballpark. 340 down the line in left field, 384 to the alley, a very deep 416 in straightaway center, though that Bermuda Triangle area will go as deep as 420. Then 392 to right center and 335 down the right field line, with those distances down those two lines flip-flopping from their previous home. Ed Lucas will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
Oh, and you'll wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And this is a strike three called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Josh Willingham will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jeff Baker would be next. 2 out, nobody on. The 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Swing, and he shoots this one to first. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order after 1, no score. Alex Rios will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Alex Rios.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Therefore, it is Willingham, and there's 1 away now.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Leonis Martin will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. And a fastball's in there for strike one. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Jurickson Profar will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Double play kills the inning.
And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is away back there, and this one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Jurickson Profar. Home run number 9 on the year, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base and how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
J.P. Arancibia will get his first shot at it here.
Catcher, J.P. Arancibia.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. That last home run measured out to 405 feet officially. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Derek Holland will take his cuts now. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul, off to the right, out of play. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And Adaney will make the catch to retire the side. But 2 here in the Rangers' half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Texas. Jeff Baker will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with 2 strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and here's the first baseman, Ty Wigginton. And here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And this one will be out of play off to the left. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Reed Johnson will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch to him. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Marlins. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
From the stretch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Marcell Ozuna will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Rios will make the catch, and the inning is over. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out for the Rangers. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, Steve Lyons with you in the booth. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Line hard. Foul. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And now he has some trouble with it in left. Elvis is still going. He's headed for 3rd. And he'll get there as he kicks off the 3rd with a leadoff triple. So he's in at 3rd to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First offering on the way. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from 3rd. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the triple, then on the very first pitch, here comes the sacrifice fly to get him home.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring in the slugging first baseman, Prince Fielder. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one.
And now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1-1 on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss by Fielder as he can't connect there, and he's retired for round number 2.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Adrian Beltre will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Texas is out in front, 3-0. Rob Brantley makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Rob Brantley.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One, 2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Batting ninth. Catcher.
Here you go in show motion. We'll give you a side angle shot to see how high this pitch is. Looks like it passes the plate right about shin height. Maybe a little questionable, but pretty close.
Jose Fernandez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And he misses, 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. You know, in the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. Alex Rios will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Barehanded, and no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but winds up working out for him.
Leonis Martin will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Keep the runner close.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Jurickson Profar will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there, base hit. And they will not get him at the plate as 2 runs are in, and it's 5-0.
Boy, that's a tough time out there for your outfield to let you down. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the play, and that was just a total lack of concentration. That's embarrassing.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Kevin Slowey is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. J.P. Arancibia will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I think there's 2 ways you can kind of look at this hit by pitch. On the one hand, it's a little suspicious simply because these guys have scored so many runs already, but at the same time, at some point, you've got to put a stop to guys diving out over the plate, and this may be that time.
Derek Holland will stand in, and you can almost guarantee he'll be trying to move those runners here. Now the bunt attempt is popped up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Well, it's worth remembering that here in the American League, guys aren't really asked to bunt the ball all that often. No excuse for popping this one up. But this, not quite as commonplace as it is over in the National League.
One gone in the Texas fourth. And it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Willingham is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are two men out.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Shin-Soo Choo will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Prince Fielder will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this.
Let's do it, guys.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In there, and he's taken him as far as he can go now. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Oh, and fielder puts his all into this one as this ball is high and deep out to right field. And he is in there with a double.
Well, with the bases loaded, I don't think he was looking single there. He was going for the big enchilada, and he nearly got it, too. This is going to bang off that outfield wall out there on the fly, and by the time they can get it back in, 3 runs are across the plate.
Henry Rodriguez is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Adrian Beltre will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
The 1-1. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Willingham is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rangers 8. And Ed Lucas will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Third baseman, Ed Lucas.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
That 5-run inning broke this game wide open, so you can bet he'll be more free and easy out there on the mound. That's a nice job of getting that first out of the inning.
Josh Willingham will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Right there for strike 1. And this will be swung on and missed as Willingham falls behind now 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Jeff Baker will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0. Now a hard liner toward short. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. Tough to end an inning on a better play than this as he takes this one right out of the air. We're back to South Florida following this. Alex Rios will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. You know, they're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Leonis Martin will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. A little bit outside. 2-1. On the move is Rios. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The tag here from Hechavarria, and he is gone at second base.
That's a big-time throw right there. I mean, a big-time throw. Anytime you can get this guy, you've done something.
And now a pitch on the way. And this is hit in the air out toward Willingham in left field. And there's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jurickson.
Jurickson Profar will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Now the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Two out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
Changed up on him here, but this is lined into left field for a base hit.
He's working on a 3-for-3 ball game now. He's been automatic
catcher,
all night.
JP
Comes through with another
Arancibia.
big hit right there.
JP Arancibia will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. Fouled back. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Rangers leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Ty Wigginton will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
First baseman, Ty Wigginton.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. One away now for the Marlins in their half of the fifth, and standing in is the center fielder, Reed Johnson. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Marcell Ozuna will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. Runner at first here, one man out. Fouled straight back. Ready now on 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Andrus on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Derek Holland will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Since we have a bit of a blowout on our hands, Steve, your thoughts on the home run sculpture out there in left center field?
Colorful?
Let's go, guys. Come on.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Throw it anywhere. Who's swinging anything?
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Elvis Andrus waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Elvis Andrus will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here it comes now to Andrus. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this ball will be chopped foul. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Andrus holding, and now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th, and that'll bring in the slugging first baseman, Prince Fielder. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Two out with the man at first. The 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second, and that's through, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Strike called, 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Hard hit to third. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Rangers leave a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. Rob Brantley will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Here's the first offering. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Andrus will play this one at short. Over to his left, he's up with it. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Donovan Solano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Donovan Solano.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Now here's his swing and another chance out there at shortstop. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Now here's a ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Ed Lucas will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to another scoreless inning, and then comes the 2-out single and this. This is a no-doubter right here. He got every bit of that thing.
Josh Willingham will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike.
Water. Get water here.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And 2-2. Now the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Jeff Baker will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole, and that's by him into right field for a base hit.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Ty Wigginton. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Reed Johnson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. In there at the knees, strike 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this is going to be a foul ball. On the ground now for Beltre at third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 7th inning coming up. The Rangers lead it 8-5. Welcome back to South Florida. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. David Carpenter is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Alex Rios will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
Come on, get him out.
And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Center fielder, number 2,
Leonis Martin will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Now here it comes. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-2 one more time. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Jurickson Profar will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
2 out, nobody on. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. And this one misses inside. A ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a two-out base runner.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
JP Arancibia will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And that's in there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 1 left for Texas. They're on top by 3. Now Ron Washington is out to confer with the home plate umpire, so it appears we'll have a double switch here. Jason Frazier will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brent Lillibridge will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Marcell Ozuna will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips.
Right fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Low with the splitter, ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And that's over, 2-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitcher's right there. I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Rob Brantley will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is in the dirt, but a good job there to keep it at his feet. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
A runner at first with no outs here. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. There's one. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Christian Yelich will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And with a runner on first here, you're playing right into the pitcher's hands if you go chasing pitches below the knees. You got to know the situation and make him bring something up in the zone.
Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Back to fielder, but it's a bit too late as they just get the one.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Pause, now the pitch. Grounded foul, still two strikes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Carlos Marmol will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Brent Lillibridge will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Brent Lillibridge.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
And let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Elvis Andrus will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Johnson will back up and put this away for a long out, number one. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Shin-Soo Choo will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Here comes the 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he falls behind him here as that pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Texas left fielder. He's set, now the pitch. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Echeverria for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Prince Fielder will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Lays off 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And one of the keys to being a good base stealer is the ability to get out of the blocks quickly. Here you can see he cheats on the release just a little bit to get it going early, and that's going to pay off for him as he's able to slide in ahead of the throw. That's just a great jump.
Now the 1-1 coming to Fielder. And this will be fouled away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
On the ground softly to short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Adrian Beltre will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Rangers leave a pair. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Tanner Sheppers is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tanner Sheppers.
Ed Lucas will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And now against his body, a jump throw. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Josh Willingham. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Misses, ball 2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Now a swing and a foul tip held onto there by Aaron Sibia. Nice job as they get the strikeout.
Here's a look at that fastball one more time. He doesn't want to run the count full, so he's coming right after him on 2-2. You can see he just barely manages to get a piece of this thing, but winds up fouling it right back into the catcher's glove.
Jeff Baker will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's 3 batters faced and 2 hits so far since coming on. Not exactly the scoreline he was hoping for. So he's going to need to dial himself up a little ground ball right here and try to work his way out of this.
And a pinch hitter about to be summoned from the dugout, and it's the guy who led the majors with 22 pinch hits in 2008. Greg Dobbs will get the call. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, that could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. Now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Reed Johnson will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Greg Dobbs will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first
Now
base.
playing first base, number 29.
Mike Dunn come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Michael Dunn.
Alex Rios will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Leonis Martin will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Fouled back. One out, nobody on. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Here he comes on 2-2. Fouled straight back. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Mitch Moreland will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And here's the first pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Two, 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Two-two pitch is hit in the air out to left. Oh, and he misses it. He's around first on his way to second now. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
J.P. Arancibia will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Willingham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rangers leave 1. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Neftali Feliz is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Neftali Feliz.
Marcell Ozuna will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
Bottom of the ninth, right fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Changeup called strike one. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
And with a 3-run lead here in the ninth, you'd like to make sure that you can take care of that leadoff guy so they don't get anything started right off the bat. So that's a good job to take care of him here for the first out.
Rob Brantley will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count, 3-2.
Wow, very close with that one. I don't think I'd recommend taking that pitch again on a 3-2, though.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Garrett Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Aaron Jones.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Your winner in this one would be Derek Holland if the current result holds true. Not close, it's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And there's ball 3. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll be the one that ends it. And the Rangers have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Rangers come out on top 8-5. Good night from Miami.